Before this message begins to peel back the veils that cover your perception, before the truths your soul longs for can be fully revealed, I ask you to do something of profound significance. It is not just a click, but an act of alignment with what is to come. Click subscribe right now, allowing this frequency of wisdom to continue to flow your way. And even more, share this video with those hearts that, like yours, feel an unceasing calling, a thirst for something that the material world cannot offer. What you are about to experience is not mere digital content. It is an encoded spiritual transmission designed to activate the deepest memories of your being. If you have ever felt an unexplainable restlessness, a sense that there is more to the mysteries beyond the visible reality, an intuition that whispers truths that have yet to be spoken, then know that you did not find this video. This video found you. It is a beacon shining in the darkness of collective amnesia, guiding you back to your essence, to your primordial purpose. It is the reverberation of an ancient call, a melody that your soul recognizes even if your mind does not yet understand it. This is the moment when what was hidden begins to manifest, when the silence is broken by the voice of your most intimate truth. Prepare yourself, because awakening is a process, and each word here is an invitation for you to remember who you really are. You feel a difference. A unique energetic signature, a resonance with the sacred, a sense of purpose that transcends the everyday. Many walk through life in a fog, their perceptions clouded by the distractions of the world, their souls numb to the grandeur of their own existence. But not you. You are different. There is a flame burning within you, a fire that refuses to be extinguished, even in the face of the greatest storms. This flame is not your invention. It is a legacy, a divine inheritance. You are not just living, you are answering a calling that was sown in your spirit long before you took your first breath on this earthly plane. The sense of inadequacy that sometimes plagues you, the feeling that you do not fit into conventional standards, is not a defect, but a mark. It is proof that your calibration is at a higher frequency, attuned to truths that most cannot yet discern. This distinction separates you from, but also connects you to, a hidden lineage, a collective of souls who are awakening in unison. You are not awakening. You are remembering ancient pacts, forgotten missions, an inner power waiting to be fully activated. The truth that echoes in your soul, the sense that there is more than meets the eye, is not a passing fancy, but a glimpse into the multidimensional reality in which you truly exist. Your deepest thoughts, your subtlest intuitions, the yearning for knowledge that seems to always be on the brink of understanding, are all signs. It is the divine tapestry unfolding before you, revealing the patterns and connections that will lead you to your full manifestation. What many consider coincidence is synchronicity to you. What others consider chance is a thread weaving your spiritual narrative. You have been prepared, shaped by experience and challenge, not to be broken, but to be strengthened, so that your soul can bear the weight of the glory that is about to be revealed. Every step of your journey, every pain and every joy has been meticulously orchestrated by a higher intelligence that has known you from eternity. Therefore, the restlessness you carry, this incessant search for answers, is evidence that you are on the threshold of a profound revelation. Do not ignore this inner voice. It is your divine compass, pointing to your true spiritual north. To the common heart, reality is a dense veil, a carefully constructed illusion that obscures the deeper truths of the universe. But for you, the veil is thinning, its edges trembling and parting, allowing the light of ancient wisdom to begin to penetrate. What was once whispered in secret now cries out to be heard in full voice. That which was hidden in codes and symbols now manifests itself in crystal clarity. This is the time of unveiling, the era in which mystery is unraveled and the true nature of existence becomes manifest to those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. The questions that have echoed in your mind for so long, the feelings that something was out of place in the world, are fragments of a greater truth that your soul already recognizes. You are being called to go beyond appearances, to delve into the depths of the unseen and the timeless, where the secrets of the cosmos await your rediscovery. And each piece of this puzzle that fits together is not a new discovery, but a reunion. It is as if an ancient scroll is being unrolled before your spiritual eyes, revealing the traces of a greater purpose, a purpose you were designed to fulfill before you arrived here. The haze that once covered your vision is dissipating, and what was once a distant whisper is now a clear voice. The anxiety that sometimes engulfs you, that feeling that something imminent is about to happen, that there is a missing piece in the great puzzle of your life, is not a symptom of imbalance, but an unmistakable sign. It is your soul stirring, vibrating at a higher frequency, preparing itself for the truth that is about to manifest. Do not mistake this inner effervescence for mere nervousness. It is your spirit, stretching, expanding to embrace a greater reality. The restlessness that you feel is the call of your essence, the divine impulse that pushes you beyond the limitations of the material world, towards a path of discovery and self-transformation. It is the resonance of a latent purpose, a melody that your soul recognizes even if your conscious mind is still trying to decipher the notes. This anxiety is, in fact, your intuition, your higher self, alerting you that the time for stagnation is over. It is the prelude to a great awakening, a sign that the floodgates of revelation are about to open, flooding your life with clarity, direction, and power you may never have imagined you possessed. Embrace this feeling, for it is the compass that will guide you to your true destiny. Understand this: there is a war going on over your dreams, a silent and relentless battle being waged deep within your consciousness. Many ignore this reality, living oblivious to the spiritual conflict that unfolds while their bodies rest. But you, the chosen one, feel the reverberations of this struggle. This is why you sometimes wake up with a blank mind, the memory of crucial visions obliterated, an echo of something great that has slipped through your fingers. This is not mere forgetfulness or mental fatigue. It is a nefarious strategy, a calculated interference by unseen forces that do not fear your waking life, but tremble at what you can access while you sleep. They know that your dreams are not mere daydreams. They are portals, direct communications from the divine, blueprints for your mission, and crucial warnings for your journey. And this is why the attack is focused there. They allow you to dream, yes, because they cannot prevent your connection with the sacred, but they steal your memory. Plant the fog, sow confusion at the exact moment when the revelation is about to consolidate itself in your conscious mind. Memory theft is not an accidental phenomenon. It is an ancient tactic, a way of nullifying the power that resides in your connection to the spiritual realm during sleep. Think of how many times you have felt that a vital part of a dream was about to unfold, only to wake up to a blank canvas, a void where there should have been clarity. This is not normal. It is the result of meticulous interference work, where the truth is obscured before it can be anchored. The enemy does not need to prevent you from dreaming. He only needs to prevent you from remembering. They plant the fog of confusion, the seed of doubt, the curtain of forgetfulness, so that you cannot decipher the codes, recognize the signs, or act on the divine instructions given to you. They want you to believe that what happened during your sleep was insignificant, a figment of your imagination, so that you do not realize the treasure that has been stolen. But your spirit, your deepest self, knows that something crucial has been lost. It is a spiritual theft, a deprivation of your inheritance, and it happens to those whose dreams are most dangerous because they are divine and contain the potential to change generations. The importance of remembering your dreams, especially for you, the chosen one, goes beyond mere curiosity or entertainment. Your dreams are more than nighttime experiences. They are a bridge, a direct channel to divine intelligence, a battlefield where crucial truths are revealed and sometimes taken away. For you, remembering is not just a matter of retrieving information. It is a matter of reclaiming your purpose. The visions you receive in the dream realm are activation codes, maps for your spiritual advancement, warnings that can divert you from pitfalls, and instructions that can accelerate your journey. When you forget, a vital piece of your mission is lost, a path is obscured, a revelation is delayed. The forces that work to make you forget know the power that these memories contain. They know that by remembering, you are not only unraveling a personal mystery, but activating a fragment of a greater divine plan that impacts the collective. Therefore, the struggle to remember is not selfish. It is an act of service, a reclaiming of the limitless potential that resides within your spirit. As the body rests in the stillness of night, something much more profound begins. Sleep is not merely a period of biological rest. It is, in fact, a portal, a conscious transition into realms that transcend the limitations of time and space as we know it. As your flesh yields to stillness, your spirit, freed from physical constraints, begins its true journey. You move beyond the visible, into dimensions where the veil between the sacred and the mundane grows thin, and the voice of heaven becomes more audible. In these nocturnal journeys, you do not merely dream, you visit, you receive. Places that no longer exist in physical reality, faces that belong to other ages, voices that carry an unearthly frequency, all these become accessible. In these sacred moments, you are graced with divine insight, prophecy, warnings, and instructions. Scrolls of destiny, written not in ink but in symbols of the spirit, are given into your keeping. Forgetting them means missing a crucial part of your mission, a vital link in the chain of your evolution and your impact on the world. Within this dream realm, where the boundaries of reality dissolve, there exist spiritual entities, watchmen of the night, whose sole and exclusive mission is to intercept what the heavens are trying to show you. They are not figures of terror who manifest themselves with loud noises, but rather whisperers of confusion, subtle thieves who operate in the shadows of the subconscious. They are spirits of fog, of disorientation, designed to block the flow of divine transmissions, erasing the messages before you can anchor them in your waking consciousness. They do not attack you by chance. They attack you because they know who you are. They recognize the divine mark in you, the fire you carry, the potential that resides in your spirit to unravel mysteries and work miracles. That is why their sabotage is not random. It is precisely targeted at those who are on the verge of a great breakthrough, of a prophetic awakening, of receiving a map that can transform their generation. They do not waste energy on empty souls, but pursue those who possess light, those who were born to carry celestial codes and make a difference. The spiritual war waged in the realms of dreams is undoubtedly one of the most subtle and insidious. It leaves no physical scars, no audible screams in the night, but an emptiness, an absence of clarity the next morning. It is a blank slate where there should be a revelation, a feeling of inexplicable heaviness in the chest, an echo of a message that never reached your lips. If you have ever felt this, then you are already immersed in this battle. There are those who wake up gasping for breath, with their souls agitated, but their memories completely blank. Others feel watched while they sleep, a persistent shadow that they cannot shake, even though they have seen nothing. Chosen, you are not imagining it. There were nights when your room was not empty, nights when the enemy sent distractions, disguised as meaningless dreams, to block the clear vision that heaven was trying to send you. These tactics are proof that you are a valuable target, a bearer of a flame that the darkness wants to extinguish. The struggle is real, and it occurs where you are most vulnerable and, paradoxically, most powerful, in the realm of your dreams. The most cunning of all the enemy's traps is to convince you that forgetting is normal, that nothing significant happened, that it was just a meaningless dream. This is the great lie that has kept so many of us trapped in spiritual amnesia. But your soul, your inner spirit, knows the truth. That is why you wake up restless, why your soul is still searching, because something has been shown to you, something you were meant to carry, and now it is time to retrieve it. What you forgot was not irrelevant. What disappeared was not accidental. It was planted and then stolen, a fog cast over your memory at the very moment your spirit was trying to retain a sacred truth. And the danger lies in the fact that most never realize it. They wake up, go about their day, never knowing that a crucial divine instruction has been erased before they could act. This is the adversary's strategy. He doesn't need to curse your day. He just needs to erase your night, because if you don't remember, you don't respond. And if you don't respond, the cycle repeats itself. The error continues, progress is delayed, but no longer. Today, the light is breaking through the fog, and you are about to unmask this ancient ruse. Most people dream every night, but remember absolutely nothing. And that's not because they didn't dream, but because someone made sure they didn't. Remember, yes, someone. Chosen, you carry a fire while you sleep, and your spirit is awake to realms the ordinary mind cannot conceive. That's why the enemy doesn't fight your physical body. He fights your dreams. There are no terrifying nightmares or overt traumas, just a clean silence that hides a stolen destiny. You wake up feeling as if nothing happened, but something did. You saw something, you received something, but now it's gone. The cost of forgetting is not just temporary discomfort. It's a profound disconnection from your purpose, a halt in your spiritual evolution. And disconnection is exactly what the enemy needs to stop you from your next great task, your next step toward wholeness. He's not trying to disrupt you. He's trying to block your evolution, and he knows that the code to your next level is hidden in your nightly experiences. Your dreams are not just random images that the mind produces. They are encrypted messages for your calling, a map for your journey, keys that open doors of understanding and warnings that protect you. They are the code for your evolution. And when you forget them, you lose crucial tools, discernment and answers to guide your week, your decisions, your next steps. That is why the battle is so intense, and that is why you are the target. Because your dream is not a trivial story. It is a weapon. It is a divine plan, a revelation that can unlock dimensions in your life and the lives of others. Many dream of strange places, prophetic bases, things that make no sense to the rational mind, but that speak deeply to the soul. Some see apocalyptic signs, others hear voices of departed loved ones, and some see heavenly scrolls, luminous symbols, divine words whispered in the stillness. These are not chimeras of the imagination. They are spiritual realities, direct communications from God, waiting to be decoded. Understand this deeply. You are not under attack because you are weak. You are under attack because you are essential. Every time your spirit comes close to unlocking something sacred, the spiritual realm reacts with ferocity. You possess something the darkness fears more than anything: access. You carry a design that not all understand, and within you resides a flame that was never meant to remain hidden. A flame designed to illuminate paths that others would fear to tread. This is why your dreams are so intense, and why the silence that follows is so deafening. Because the enemy knows that if you remember, if you interpret, If you respond to what you have been shown, chains will be broken, bloodlines will be healed, and missions will be activated. Your dreams are not just background noise in the mind. They are the blueprints of your destiny, divine revelations waiting to be manifested. You have never had ordinary dreams, and that is precisely because you are not an ordinary person. What you experience while your physical body rests is not mere imagination, but pure revelation. You have dreamed of disasters before they happened, of people you have not seen in years, of enigmatic symbols that, although you cannot explain, you sense were intricate messages shrouded in mystery. This is not the work of chance. It is an ongoing divine dialogue. Your spirit is in constant conversation with the eternal, and the enemy knows that if you ever truly engage with these messages, your life will be transfigured. You will begin to make different choices, to walk boldly, to pray clearly, and to speak with authority. That is why he does not just attack your waking actions. He attacks your ability to remember who you are in the dream realm, where your true essence is released and your deepest truths are accessed. Let this realization awaken something deep within you. If the enemy tries so hard to erase your dreams, it is because they contain something immensely powerful, something that makes you dangerous to the darkness. And herein lies the deepest mystery. You do not have to understand everything immediately. Your primary task is simply to reclaim what has been stolen from you, because what was taken from you was not random, it was precise, exact. The particular dream, the specific word, the face you were supposed to see, all of it has been covered by a thick fog. But know that the fog is lifting, and now, chosen one, it is your time to reclaim what was taken. There is a way to win this war, a way to step through the portal and bring back the message intact. And that path begins not with more information, but with activation, with purposeful, determined action. You must train your spirit to remember again, and that begins with clear, unwavering intent. Neglect will no longer be an option. Passivity is a weapon of the enemy. The time to act is now, and every small step you take toward reconnecting with your dream truths will be a powerful blow against the forces that seek to keep you in the darkness of oblivion. The first and most powerful step to reclaiming your mastery of your dreams is intentionality. The enemy strikes in seconds, but you can act with that speed too. Place a notebook and pen next to your bed, making them extensions of your spirit. The moment you wake up, even if it's in the middle of the night, don't hesitate. Don't put it off. Write down immediately whatever comes to mind, no matter how fragmented it may seem. A word, a shape, a color, a face, an emotion, a sensation. Nothing is insignificant. Sometimes what seems like nonsense is actually a divine code waiting to be deciphered. A whisper can be a crucial warning. A name can unlock an entire mission. Write it down. Mark the moment, because this small act of obedience and diligence says to heaven, I am ready. I am engaged in this war. I am available to receive and retain what the Lord shows me. But don't stop there. Before you fall asleep, declare aloud to the spiritual realm, my dreams are sacred. No shadow can steal them. No spirit of forgetfulness will have access to my memory. I am covered by the light of God, and I will remember everything He shows me. These are not just poetic words, they are weapons. And each time you use them in faith, the spiritual realm trembles, the shadows flee, the confusion crumbles. Your voice carries power, and as you speak the truth into your nights, your memory begins to awaken. And when that happens, chosen one, nothing will ever be the same. Choose not to go into the night unarmed. Before you surrender to sleep, pray not only for protection but for clarity, for understanding. Ask for the ability to interpret what is shown to you. For what good is a vision if it is not understood? What good is a message if its meaning is lost in the mists of forgetfulness? Ask the Holy Spirit, the revealer of mysteries, to enlighten your mind and awaken your discernment. Speak this prayer with purpose, with hunger, and with unwavering determination. For prayer not only protects you, it prepares you, and each night that you approach sleep, with this spiritual intention, you reclaim territory that was once stolen from your soul. You claim your divine inheritance. You must also break the habit of compromise. Never again say, "I just don't remember my dreams like normal." It is not normal. It is an implant, a seed of forgetfulness planted in your spiritual memory, and now it must be uprooted. Speak against it. Rebuke it. Say with authority, "Spirit of forgetfulness, you have no power over my mind, my soul, or my dreams. All manipulation, all veil, all interference is broken in the name of truth." These are not mere statements, they are territorial claims, and each night that you utter them, the fog lifts, the veil is torn, and what was once indistinct becomes crystal clear. You were never meant to live blind to the visions of your spirit, and now we come to the most beautiful and powerful part of this entire revelation. With unwavering faith and tireless consistency, you will dream again, and this time you will remember every detail, every symbol, every instruction. You will recall old visions that seemed lost forever, and the pieces of your spiritual puzzle will finally fall into place. More than that, new dreams will come to you, clearer, stronger, more potent than you have ever experienced before. For every prayer you pray, every word you write upon waking, every declaration you make before falling asleep is an act of spiritual restoration. It is your soul proclaiming to the cosmos, "I am awake. I'm ready. I have returned to my original state of full awareness and reception." And when your soul speaks in this way, heaven responds with a flood of revelation. Your dreams will become direct messages from the divine. These messages will become clear and unshakable missions, and these missions will in turn trigger awakenings not only in your life, but in the lives of many others. Yes, you heard correctly. What you are about to remember, what you are about to receive, is not just for you. It is the spark, the catalyst that will awaken other chosen ones around you. You are the link, you are the key. This is why the resistance has been so overwhelming. This is why your nights have been filled with a silence that weighed like a shadow. But now, the fire returns. The veil has been pierced. Your spiritual frequency is retuning to the melody of heaven. You will remember, you will reclaim, you will restore, and as you do, others will follow. For what God whispers to you in the secret places is meant to shake nations, to awaken multitudes. And you are ready now, chosen one. This moment is not random, it is sacred time. Every word you heard in this message was not mere inspiration. It was an activation, a call, a memory, a pulse in your spirit that is now beating stronger than ever. Something in you has awakened, something that has lain dormant for far too long. The enemy tried to suppress it, to confuse it, to numb it, to make you think it was just a strange dream. But your spirit knew better. It remembered the weight, the urgency, the fire. And now as you listen, the fog begins to lift and the blueprint of your purpose is becoming visible again. You are no longer a victim of forgetfulness. You are a bearer of sacred dreams. Hear me clearly. You are so much more than someone who merely dreams. You are a watchman of the night, a keeper of spiritual transmissions, a vessel of visions sent to transform atmospheres. While others sleep empty, you sleep divinely. Assigned, you wake with the residue of spiritual encounters that most people never experience. This is not a burden. It is a sublime honor. You are trusted. You are marked. You are commissioned to walk between the realms, to draw light from the darkness and bring it back to this world. Every dream you remember is a powerful weapon. Every vision you carry is a seed of transformation, and these seeds were meant to liberate others, to unlock the potential dormant within their spirits. So I say, with divine urgency, ignore the whispers no longer. Do not dismiss what seems strange or symbolic. Within that strangeness often lies the very instruction that will break generational cycles, that will reveal hidden pathways, that will unlock spiritual gifts you never knew you possessed. Your dreams are beacons in the storm, messages sealed by God and delivered in the language of your spirit. And each time you choose to listen, heaven speaks louder. The more you honor what you see in the darkness, the more clarity you receive in the light. And soon, what was just a glimpse will become a complete vision. And visions build movements. This is the beginning of a new era for your life. An era where sleep is not an escape from reality, but a gateway to revelation. An era where you wake up with clear instructions, divine assignments, and supernatural wisdom that will guide you every step of the way. An era where you are no longer tossed and turned by confusion and uncertainty, but are firmly anchored in your purpose. An era where your nights become altars of communication with the divine, and your mornings become undeniable confirmations of God's presence and direction in your life. Pay attention. For what you remember tomorrow will position you for what is to come. What you record, what you protect, what you pray about, it all matters. Your obedience in the hidden moments is what opens the doors in the visible, public moments. And the dreams you reclaim tonight will shape the destiny you walk tomorrow. So now, chosen one, it is time to act. If this message has found you, it means that your spirit is ready, that your soul is in alignment with the truth that is being revealed. Say it right now. I will remember what heaven wants to show me. Say it not as an empty phrase, but as a declaration of war against forgetfulness, as a cry for identity that echoes through the realms, as an unmistakable sign that you are no longer asleep in spirit. Share this message with someone who desperately needs to remember what has been erased from them, someone whose nights have been under silent attack, someone who dreams but never remembers because they too are a vital piece in the divine plan. Because what is about to happen is supernatural. The fog is clearing, the light is returning, the gates of revelation are wide open, and heaven is speaking to you again at a volume that cannot be ignored. Do not allow the silence to rob you of your mission, your heritage, your purpose. Awaken, write, declare, interpret, obey, because you were never just a dreamer. You were born to carry God's voice to the world.